Let's talk about Oilfield SEO. Please don't skip this video just yet. Yes, SEO sounds weird, search engine optimization, but let's make it very practical. Let's go ahead and compare it to the land grab. Everybody knows how it works in this industry when the land grab is on. When I entered the industry back in 2010, the Eagleford land grab was on. And you had operators out here paying, $10,000 per acre for lease bonuses. These days, there's a heck of a lot of interest in the Permian, although, that's the gift that keeps on giving. So when isn't there interest in the Permian? But the way the land grab works is you want to beat your competitors to the punch. Let's say you have 11,000 acres, a lead on 11,000 acres out in Pecos County. And it's a $500 per acre lease bonus, and you're going to have to give the mineral owners, whatever the royalty is. And you're looking at the offset wells and you're saying, wow, this is really great production on the offsets. The leases adjacent are producing really well. I know if we can wrap up this acreage, and before anybody else does, we're going to be making good money off of this acreage for the next 10, 20, 30 years. The exact same thing applies to the internet. It's just digital. It's a digital land grab. How does this work? Well, the way that marketing has always been done in the industry is the way it always was in every other industry. You did trade shows, which still have a lot of merit. You did magazine ads and so forth, which still have merit, especially in this industry. But you cannot today rely exclusively on those avenues to drive business. Why? Well, you might have heard something called the great crew change or the big crew change that's happening right now. Obviously, the way that business has always been done in the industry is through relationships. The CEO knew such and such, who knew such and such for 30, 20, 15 years. They trust each other. There's a lot of back and forth business sent. And everybody prospers. Here's the problem. Those guys are retiring. They're retiring very quickly. And over the course of the next 5, 10 years, the gray hair is going to continue to turn over. We know this as an industry. And when that gray hair turns over, it's going to be replaced by bald guys like me and people younger than me. And what do those people do? The millennials and Gen X and Gen Z and all this stuff. Where do they find answers when they need things? Obviously, the internet. You go on Google, you type in what you're looking for, and boom, you have it. Now, the problem in the industry that we have right now is that nobody's connecting that land grab in the physical world with the potential that they have for a land grab in the digital world. And so I want to make this practical for you. And I went ahead and did a little research. Now, let me just say, Google will tell you how many people, roughly, on average, search certain terms per month. It's called the Google Keyword Planner. And yesterday, in yesterday's video, I talked about how if you do rat hole drilling, there's people wanting to do that, wanting to know about that. Well, you might not have believed me, so I went and did a little research, found some cherry keywords that are just begging to be taken. And since it's OTC time, I sort of focused on a couple of these. Let's just look. All right, this is the first time I've used my whiteboard here. All right, measurement of gas flow rate, 30. 30 people per month search for measurement of gas flow rate, that exact phrase, into Google. Now, if you sell valves and gas flow rate equipment, maybe you want to rank at the top of that search, and maybe you want to get, 10 people per month, because, not everybody clicks at the top, but in this industry, they probably do. Let's say you can generate out of that 30, let's say that you can go ahead and generate let's see, your close rate's 10%. All right, so I'm really bad at math, so that's 3, right? Let's say you get 3 deals out of that. Now, in this industry, 3 deals can be worth multiple seven figures. All because you do it right online and you get a hold of that sweet digital acreage. All right, classification of valves. 40 people a month search for classification of valves. And you have to think about the psychology of the type of a person that's going on Google and typing in classification of valves. They're looking for a very specific thing. They're looking for a solution to a problem that you probably solve. But right now, your competitors are probably outranking you. All right, another one here, oil and gas valve symbols. How helpful could that be if you put together a nice piece of content to explain all the different symbols that are out there in the oil field? How much could you help? How many relationships could you build if you created a piece of content like that? Underbalanced drilling, 90 people a month search underbalanced drilling, and I know very little about underbalanced drilling. It's been quite a while since I had a quick primer, but that could lead to all kinds of other conversations about every other type of drilling that's out there and the services that you provide to the marketplace. If you go out there and educate them, and this is my favorite one, look at this one, offshore construction. Offshore construction, 110 people per month search the exact phrase offshore construction. I mean, you want to talk about figures, multiple seven figures, and I did the research. It's not just that those numbers are there. You know, when you follow through, if you know what you're looking at in the Google search results, my mouth starts to water because, oh my goodness, anybody could come along and take all of this search traffic. Just like anybody could come along in Pecos County, scoop up that 11,000 acres. And here's the beautiful thing. Once you're at the top of those search results, it's really, really hard to get you out of the top of those search results. So, are you going to let your competitors beat you? Are you going to just stand there and let the other people that you're trying to take their market share, are you going to let them just waltz around and take up all your digital acreage? I know if I was selling these products and services, I know exactly what I would do. What would you do? Am I wrong? Am I right? I don't know. Leave a comment below, and also you can check the link for the transcript, and we're just going to keep this conversation going one day at a time. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to our newsletter, send it along, whatever you can do to help us get the word out, because yeah, we're doing this to serve and help to build relationships, and that's what we want to help you understand how to do. So hope this was helpful, and even if you think I'm way off base and you want nothing to do with this whole digital space, I hope that no matter what you're doing in the oil field, you go out there and consistently apply the basic fundamentals.